Genuinely can't remember what happened. And I do this every time where I'm like, oh, I can't remember what happened last time. I'm a fucking idiot with no fucking memory. But, like, no, Jesus. Good thing that was nearly empty, otherwise that would have gone all over the place. Like the Orbitus coffees often do. You know, one time it was up on my chest of drawers and just bam, he just punched it off because fucking lunatic. And other time he was saying, oh, you can't hold the mug near the MacBook because you'll break it. And then he spills his coffee, not on the MacBook, but like right next to it, and still he is a cunt. That is my conclusion. Hello Internet, I'm Firebolt and welcome to Civilization 5 Part 17. Now, okay, I may have slightly underestimated how many parts this is actually going to take, because like we're not even halfway through the maximum turns, and it tends to go at least within 50 of the maximum turns, which is I think 750. So we're not even halfway through that, so this might end up being like 40 parts in the end, which I'm fine with. It just means that like it might be 2020 before we finish. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. I might just start going really quickly in this episode to try and speed that up. Anyway, Rome's got a production thingy, so yeah, we'll wank that on. Yeah, we were doing like sciencey and fuck all production, Rome, again. Is there anything that gives you production? Zoo? Nope. Nope. Get an opera house so we can get some culture. Oh, there's stuff that can be built around Rome. Oh yeah, because you're recovering still, aren't you? Yeah, that still hasn't been recovered because we're shite. Is there anything else that we can build around here? I mean, a lot of it's just sort of empty desert tiles that we haven't worked. Oh yes, we had a caravel coming, well, because we already had a caravel down in South America, and it's a bit pointless just sending two round. So I'm going to send this round the other way, round Africa, and then they can explore the Indian Ocean more. Ooh, what's that there? Malway or Moe? I can't speak. I can't remember what language it is. They speak loads of languages in Polynesia in general, but I think it's generally thinking of like, oh, they've got more settlers coming down here, so definitely I would say Australia's probably not gonna work out. I have noticed though, even though Arabia's barely talked to anyone, because it has just pretty much not talked to anyone, it's done very well for itself in terms of score. Like, it's 540, I mean, admittedly, I'm over 100 ahead of that, but you know, look at my empire. Like, they're always, I think, settling loads of new things. Yeah, they've got 25 from cities. I got 44 from cities, but yeah. And they got a big population, I guess. Maybe that's who's in second place, because I'm in third in population, even though I have the biggest empire in terms of land. Korea's in first, because for some reason Seoul just seems to like having babies. And also they've got a lot of wonders, because they're allowed to just hide away and build wonders without having to talk to anyone, because then they don't have to build fucking units. Scouts can go on land, so I should use that to my advantage and try and explore as much of this territory as possible. Possibly have a look at geographical Japan. Oh, for fuck's sake, Yorkshire's a cunt. He's forgot to take the metro home off again. Oh, fuck off, America, that's bullshit. No, I think they were just asking me, oh, just give us some cotton. Fuck off that bullshit. Like, I'm not just gonna give you cotton. I need that shit. Like, oh, you're so rich. Fuck off. You used to have to pay something. I'm an empire, not a charity. Oh, and we're unhappy again. Great. England stole education. Of course they did. Fuck off. Denouncing you. That's a terrible idea, denouncing England. It's not that terrible. It's just like, I want them to just stop spying on me, and they won't. So, like, if they're not gonna actually heed the words of my massive empire, then I'm not gonna go to war with them, but they can at least feel what it's like to be a bit diplomatically fucked, because all my allies might go, well, not all my allies, but some of my allies might decide to follow suit. Who knows? But they certainly won't be as keen on making friends with England. Not that England would ever want to be friends with anyone, because they're a bunch of cocks. Repair this mine. And maybe Rome will start producing stuff just a teensy bit faster. How are you managing your citizens? Not very well. Oh, you're on a food focus, that's why. Default your focus then. Oh, massive production. Now they're doing things much faster. But they're also starving. For fuck's sake, can you not just like actually manage your population? Okay, weirdly if I go under default focus, I actually get less food than a production focus. What is being dropped there? You were terrible at managing things. Oh, is that just that you get loads of culture? Oh, you're prioritizing culture lots. Well, can I just actually... I wish the AI for this was actually a little bit better and it didn't just go... Well, it like prevented starvation, but like that was its bare minimum thing to do. At least we're at that mine. And that one. And that one. Stop just taking it off from other mines. Well, now it's even less. That's production focus then. That's way better. Fine, Rome's now on a production focus because apparently that's actually better for food. I mean, it's not better for culture, but specialists are annoying sometimes. They actually gets more food from production focus. That's weird. You know what? I'm fine with that culture loss just for actually keeping stuff. What are you doing? What the... fuck off. Yep, fine. Just... What are you doing? Why are you out there? What the... Oh my god. See? Learn from Korea, America. Actually pay for your fucking con. Oh, actually, yeah, that denouncement of England, how that's going. Yeah, Greece has denounced them. Has anyone else denounced them? The fact that you were denounced by England no longer holds any sway with other leaders. Was I denounced by England? Was I ever denounced by England? The Netherlands have publicly denounced Arabia. I didn't even know Arabia had done anything. Arabia might be beginning to interact with people. That's nice to know. Maybe me turning up in Australia was just like, oh yeah, the rest of the world exists. Ooh, great engineer's been born in Orbiton. Who might that be? Henry Ford. Look, before his time, but manufacturing would be perfect here. Now, where though? Where does a manufacturer... I mean, you can hurry the production of something, but manufacture is going to be worth way more at this point. I would say go to this hill and build a manufacturer. That waits for me. Now, I don't know why, but this worker just decided to piss off into the sea. But you can repair this improvement, and then we'll have actually healed after the revolution that happened in part 14. Finding more of Arabia here. Aztecs do not look like they're doing too well. They've only got 2 cities there. England has denounced me, but I don't really give a shit. London can't do shit to me. Oh, a bunch of peace agreements have been made. Okay, yep. Okay, India's denounced them. Bunch of people announcing them. I might have actually really screwed over England there. Gajah Mada has made peace with Kamehameha, so now Indonesia's not really even that much of a worry because they've made peace with all of those guys. Iroquois are also denouncing them. They're closer. I mean, the Iroquois military I don't think is that great. Like, I know it managed to take Bulawayo when that whole thing was going on, but like that was whilst I was attacking and everything there, so their attention was sort of split. Oh, whoa, okay, whoa. Oh, that's not that much of a worry. Although they are actually pretty close. And Alexander's mobilizing. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have denounced them, because I feel like I've got half the world on my side, so they're just gonna go, yeah, you're dicks, yeah, you got friends. I'm gonna fuck you up. Also, China is pretty close to William as well. Amsterdam could actually be in some danger here, because it's surrounded by Greece. I really shouldn't go to war with them. It's just a bad idea. You guys just... workshop? Yeah, because that needs production. It's taking way too long to build anything. Right, finally, you can actually do something that makes sense by going to the mainland. And you should work that mine and then build a bunch of farms if you can. Because then, yeah, Sheriff might actually get somewhere eventually. Henry Ford now has reached that mine so he can build a manufacturer here which produces a fuck ton of production. So how's that changed things? 7 turns, it's been brought down from 11 turns to 7 turns, 24.84 production. That's pretty good. It's not actually that much better than a quarry. I think I'm probably going to be transitioning to the industrial era this episode. Oh yeah, with scientific theory, your production really increases, and also your science really increases because of academy. Yeah, not sure if there's something to do with... I don't think manufacturers actually get increased production at any point. There might be a social policy that does that, I can't remember. I don't know what any of the ideological stuff is yet, so I can't actually check that. Because you're not actually I'm not sure. You might be allowed to know what the policies are for each ideology before you actually pick it, but you might not. Because you have to pick out like 3 ideologies, which I think are order, freedom, and autocracy. I normally go for freedom. Well, generally because I quite enjoy freedom anyway, but also that's generally quite good because you get a volunteer army which gives you 6 foreign legions, which are basically riflemen. I think they're actually better riflemen though. Happiness wouldn't be bad, and temples are kind of good, so build a temple at Mad. Arabia's denounced Indonesia. Yeah, Arabia are beginning to interact with the world. There might be a friend still in there. I think if they can get over their fear of me as a threat, because they're not actually too bothered about me killing off other empires. They don't hate the fact that I'm a warmonger. It's just that they're actually scared because I'm not their friend already. So there's a great potential for me to go to war with them, and they think they'll lose that, so they're scared of that. Friendly trade route plundered by who? I'm guessing, yeah, Korea has established a trade route with me, and Korea's at war with the Zulus, presumably, so they've plundered that trade route. I've got less money. This is, in general, why sometimes I think it is a good idea, even if you're just sort of, even if someone's not going to declare war on you, but there's just a lot of wars going on with your allies, then it's good to kind of wipe them out when you do go to war with them, because then they're not constantly plundering your trade routes with your allies. Yeah, economic scene. Ooh, just got it. Okay.
The most powerful force in the universe.
I quite like the quotes in these. Oh, that allows me to have the windmill. That's quite nice. And a bunch of gold things like camp. And I don't have any custom sales because I haven't had any great merchants. But also trading posts, but I don't have a lot of trading posts. That has vaguely increased how much gold I have. And also, now I'm way more unhappy. You never get out that happiness trap if you have a big empire. Like, you're always going to be unhappy then. Build a Colosseum, you can't. You can do that too. Okay, next thing. Architecture's looking promising, because there's a lot of wonders in there that are quite nice. Taj Mahal, which is generally quite nice, but 4 happiness isn't actually a lot for just how many citizens I've got. I really would like fertilizer, a lot of food increase. Then I could grow even whilst I'm unhappy. Big Ben's quite nice. But I need commerce. I got commerce, I think. Gonna get architecture, I think. Culture, science and happiness. Generally that's a good thing. But also that leads to scientific theory, which obviously going for science victory I'm quite keen on. Even though I have sent a scout through Australia. Okay, the camera's just pissing off, so I can't really make that point. I would like to run my caravel around that, because that'll be a lot faster than running over it on land. Annoying thing about having such low happiness is that I really don't see a lot of golden ages unless I get a great artist. Cowland. You haven't even got a granary. Yeah, I think a granary is generally first protocol. If you got a university already, yeah, build a granary. So now just sort of politely spying on the Zulus from the coast. Oh, they've really got quite a bit of territory here, haven't they? Arabia is doing well for itself. See, just because I haven't really explored this part of the map, I had no idea. So I didn't really think about them that much. Where they might actually be one of my strongest contenders, even if we're not hostile. I mean, they don't really like me because of the whole, you know, I might want to invade them at some point, and they've just built the fucking Forbidden Palace. Cunts. They might be a strong contender on science. And culture, they got that many cities, isn't going to be hard to come by. So yeah, could be quite strong. Don't know a whole lot about the territory of Germany. I know they've got Berlin down here, but then there's a massive disconnect between that and that. So, well, I guess it's feasible that there's a few cities through here, but I would guess Greece has probably got something in between. Okay, they're going to give me spices. Don't think I have spices. And I have 2 silk. That sounds like a reasonable deal. That actually puts me on neutral happiness. And I've got a bunch of buildings for happiness, so, you know, I'll be doing better on that anyway. These should be growing a lot faster once it's actually tuned into the fact that that. Singapore is an aura of me. Is that? Oh, technological advancement. Well, they've given me free happiness, because they're an aura of me. I've connected spices to my trade network, so I'm now friends with them. Mercantile city-states really help you. And Vegemite and Alton love the king. Okay, so I'm now in positive happiness again, but that's kind of not tenuous. That's kind of fragile, because they're just to do with city-states that are my friends, not my allies. So I can easily lose that. But I'm just about to get protectionism, which means 36 happiness. Well, I don't think I'll have to be worrying about that for a while until my population explodes. I'm now number 1 in approval. I was in last place before. Okay, that's gonna be a big bonus, isn't it? You're still growing really fucking slowly. How are you that slow? Just out of interest, what's the sort of time scale for a wonder for you? 38 turns for the Sistine Chapel, as compared to this. You're slightly worse than these guys, but it means that you are at least capable of building them in some sort of time frame that's measurable. I'm really happy with 36. And also, what do I get for completing commerce? Adopting all policies and commerce. 1 gold from every trading post, that's not really great for me. And purchasing great merchants with faith, again, not really great for me. Speaking of faith, I actually have quite a lot accumulated that I haven't really been doing anything with. What's best to use that, you guys? Which, do I have any that I can spend on great people? I can spend it on missionaries and inquisitors if I want to. Sure, buy missionaries, sure. Why have the Zulus got missionaries? Oh, hang on. Shit. Zulus just took Kiev. I thought that war with Mongolia was going to turn the other way, but no, Zulus beat them out. I don't know why, but Japanese catapults just seem to be pissing about around here, even though I don't think they're at war with any of these guys. Yeah, they've got catapults pissing about near me, but they're not actually at war with anyone in Africa, or anyone at all. Not sure if that should be cause for concern, but I think I have more reason to be near the Zulus than me. Arabia and Japan now, friends. Arabia's making friends. Slowly but surely, I think my influence might grow with them, and possibly just the fear of me taking over them will force them to be friends with me. Friendship by fear, that's the best way. Ooh, that's a big force from the Chinese. It's medieval units. They might not be able to do much. I'm not sure how technologically advanced Netherlands is, or how advanced the military is, because sometimes you can have units that aren't really technically advanced, like I've got chemistry, which allows me to build cannons, but I don't think I have any cannon. I think I have 1 cannon. That protection is really fucking helpful. Like, that means that I'm going to be in high growth for quite some time. You sure it's not higher growth? Like, these should be growing way faster than they seem to be. They're just really hard to actually grow. Like, these guys can have quite a surplus of food, but I don't know how Seoul's grown so much. And then Port Sam, though, we've just finished a bank, and then we have a bit more money. You should probably build, I don't know, build what you feel like, an opera house, and construct a trading post. Sure, why not? Missionaries. I would like to convert my own empire, if I'm honest, because these are all Buddhists, and I don't really like that fact. You guys just head on down to Sheriff, because, well, England's kind of now my enemy since I have denounced them, just because they kept spying on me, and like when I said, you're spying on me, they didn't go, oh, we're so terrified of you. They went, yeah, we'll fucking deal with it, mate. But, like, they really have got a lot of cities here. I think that's modern day Korea there. So I should be coming up on Japan. Oh, wow. Oh, Indonesia's just renewing a bunch of its denouncements, right? I was like, oh, wow, something interesting. No, it's just Indonesia going, oh, that's a couple of missionaries there. Oh, are they wanting to convert? Interesting. Grand River, now Satanist. Wow, that's a real fucking mix of religions there, isn't it? Mostly Satanist though. That's nice. Like, I wonder where the biggest clash of religions would be. But then you got, I mean, Hinduism's pretty much got a monopoly over here. Not sure why Istanbul's Catholic. Like, did Brazil just send a lot of, I mean, I guess they're sort of the closest to America. They're the closest to the Americas off of my group. Arabia has replaced the Zulus as an ally of Vilnius. That means that they'll stop harassing Korea, because I noticed they were doing that earlier. But also, if I get into another war with the Zulus, then I don't have to worry about Wheatley getting taken over. World's most well-fed people. I'm now 3rd on that, because that happiness is really helping. Elizabeth, you don't really have a hard job with that, but keep doing that. Ooh, we're getting a bit more of Spain. These catapults are getting quite annoying because they're just sort of zigzagging their way around, so I'm having to build around them. Okay, let's find Ooh, what's America? I've also found Mount Fuji. Extra happiness. America settled in Japan. There's an uncomfortable joke about World War II that can be made there that I won't make. But really thinking, like Arabia getting an ally all the way over here, as well as making friends with Japan, like they're starting to open up a little bit in Renaissance. I'm not sure why they've been so closed off before, but that might be a route into another friendship, meaning they'll be brought into the sort of, I guess, world order if you want to be a conspiracy theorist. How's Satanism spreading? It's spread throughout all of Japan. Spread to some of Korea. Taoism's got too much influence here, but Wheatley, again, there's a lot of pressure from Taoists. I mean, it's even got a Protestant in there, because yeah, that used to be, can't remember what, but it was a Dutch city. Natural wonder discovered for Riga, that means that they're probably now my friend. I was losing my grasp on Wittenberg. I am losing my grasp on Wittenberg. Whoa, where did the 47 happiness come from? Jesus, what the fucking hell? I must have just gotten a bunch of city-state allies just then. Yeah, a lot of friends that are mercantile, so I'm now an ally of Singapore because of finding that natural wonder. Now I've got a lot more friends. Okay, well, I'm just swimming in happiness then. And yet that doesn't actually give you like a growth increase, that just makes sure that you don't have a sort of growth penalty. Do I get anything extra for that? Nope. Bumfish finished its courthouse, so that's no longer occupied again. It's regrown quite quickly, that's nice to see. Rome, we really don't need a zoo, we're absolutely swimming in happiness. I fucking love protectionism. I mean, it might be actually shit in the real world, but this game, it's pretty fucking badass. Especially if you've got a big empire. Let's try the Sistine Chapel. Why not? 32 turns, that seems pretty good to me. That's even faster than Greatville, man. Bumfish, I don't think you're Wickham Wonders right now. A lighthouse, you've only actually got 2 tiles on the sea, so that's only 2 extra food. You haven't even got a granary? Jesus Christ, man. Build a granary. What are people not building granaries? The granaries are just like food. Just have food. A monument would be good for Cowland. Extra culture and also expands it faster. Atlanta, it's managed to find, yeah, not in the Atlantic like the rest of your cities, for Christ's sake. I mean, America are on the east coast here, but, you know, screw anything that makes geographical sense. Let's spread our religion to Sheriff. It's not converting them very well, is it? Just heading round to South Africa now. Again, for some reason no one's actually expanded here. I mean, I guess it's kind of a low production area, but not really. Like, if England settles there, which is just a fucking desert, like, no one wants to settle in the middle of the fucking Sahara, but you decided to, because you're weirdos. You guys just go down to Zulu Aware, and then you can build a road to Bumfish. Got a new cargo ship, or the same cargo ship. Did Bumfish really need more food? Oh yeah, I was giving it food because it was growing really slowly. Yeah, that might have been why it's growing quite quickly then. Yeah, I could actually do with some more money. I don't really want to trade with those guys, but they might actually be the best. I might have to trade with Indonesia, but I don't think anyone's currently at war with them, so that should be fine. Orbiton. You've just finished the Musician's Guild. That's nice. We'll just have the occasional musician coming out of Orbiton. Probably just go for an opera house. Wheatley. Sure, go for a garden. Mad. You haven't even got a monument here. I would go for a monument. Okay, can we finally convert Sheriff? Yes, we've converted Sheriff. And it's got more pressure for Satanism, so just saying. Probably gonna stay Satanist. But we have just used a whole missionary on that. We can buy a new one. Arabia and the Ottomans now friend. Yeah, I'm right, I think. I mean, they might not be friends with me, but they are definitely making friends with a lot of people that are friends with me, so eventually might come as an alliance, or just an effective alliance, because if I attack them, they've got so many of my friends that it just makes sense not to attack each other. But I don't see any reason to attack Arabia anyway, so I don't know why I'm talking as if like anyone that isn't my friend is automatically my enemy. No longer ally of Wittenberg. That was a lot of happiness for me, but it still doesn't matter because I'm still at 38. Physics don't. Oh, unidentified spy. Yeah, I think I know who it was. It's fucking England, obviously. Cowland. Yeah, it just makes sense for you to build it. I mean, unless there's something better for you to build. Yeah, build an amphitheater for the culture. Zuluweo, is there anything better for you to build? Yeah, go for the library. You really need the production, if I'm honest. Is there anything better for your production? Because I would go for that first. I mean, workshops are going to take too long, but yeah, go for the library. Yeah. Okay, you guys. Who is your last trade with? Soul giving you 15. Anyone better? Doubt it. Yeah, just go for Soul again. Soul's generally the best trading partner because got a high population, so I guess they make a lot of money. Ooh, and we finally built that road to Caroland, which means it has now got a city connection. Well, there's only really one thing to improve here. May as well just build a farm there, I guess. Oh, there's also an improved deer there. May as well build a camp there. That'll actually be more useful. That sounds fine. Yeah, that's plenty for cotton. Do I still have cotton? No, I think I just gave away my last cotton. But I've got plenty for happiness, so, you know, I'm not losing too much there. Okay, just make my way around New Zealand here. New Zealand is way bigger than I expected. And also Australia seems to be a bit of a weird shape. Maybe I'm just looking at the wrong angle. I haven't really seen a huge amount with that scout, so should maybe go back there and try cut for a different ooh, Polynesia. It's fairly new, but they've got Raiatea or Raiatea. Just gonna build a bunch of farms here because Sheriff really needs farms. Oh, found Madagascar. Gonna make a terrible movie here. Do I have access marble? Sure. That's a fine deal. Okay, so you got a few people actually coming over from America, settling now in East Asia. That's interesting. Xizong has made peace with Shaka. And to be honest, they were never going to really do much, but they tried. I guess that's a good thing. Should keep an eye on England, because they are the vengeful type. Just in case like there's a massive army right next door to me. Just like, don't turn a blind eye to it, that sort of thing. But otherwise, I should be fine. Arabia's making a few city-state allies, that's interesting. It could be looking for a diplomatic victory in time when that becomes a thing when the United Nations gets started up. Vegemite, build a monument. Mad, you would probably be best building, I'd say, an amphitheater for culture. Just now focusing a lot on culture since I've built a lot of universities. Ooh, why is there a damaged Ottoman trireme here? Who are the Ottomans at war with? No one. I guess they've just got that there for some reason. Maybe they just haven't had the time to repair it. You're recommended to build a trading post, do that? Okay, I guess. I mean, if you're more recommended to do that than build a lumber mill, then may as well. Probably should build improvements around Zuluweo, and then I can build a road to Bumfish if I feel like it. Yeah, I should probably, just for the city connections, and maybe I'll create a ring road eventually. That might be next episode, we'll see. A Reformation belief was apparently added to Catholicism. I added my Reformation beliefs to Satanism long ago. I guess I haven't really been focusing on Catholicism, even though I think they were one of the earlier religions, I'm not sure. I know that Taoism was like one of the latest, but it still managed to really spread itself because they really focused on it once they actually got it going. Genghis Khan's entry. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of my allies, like, relatively recently entering the Renaissance, so I'm not feeling too worried about technological competition. I'm still in first on that. Oh, and the Ottomans are way behind on that. Netherlands got a pretty weak army if I did fancy going to war with them though. We have the Globe Theatre, meaning that we have a pretty great writer, as well as some writing slots.
All the world's a stage.
Walt Whitman, oh that's fun, because I mean I guess that kind of links into Breaking Bad, because in Breaking Bad that's, I won't spoil too much, but that's a sort of nickname that one of the characters gives, not a nickname, but sort of a secret name. But great work.
Oh, Captain, my Captain, our fearful trip is done. The ship has weathered every rack. The prize we sought is won.
I've heard the title Leaves of Graft, and I've heard Oh Captain, my Captain, but not actually seen this one. I think Walt Whitman's a poet, so maybe it's actually that's a poem. Yay, Firebolt's got a new production since it just finished the Globe Theatre. For some reason it's playing the really depressing music, even though I'm the happiest I've ever been as an empire, and I'm not at war with anyone. Go for an opera house show. Just really bang on that culture. Yeah, no, not a trading post. This needs to be a farm. I mean, I guess you've got enough farms. No, you guys build a road to Funfish. You should do that. That'll be better for the economy or whatever, because that's how politicians are. Oh, it'll be good for the economy or whatever. We're swimming in money as well. Like, this is... Like, even though we're not in a golden age, although we're not too far, if we keep at this rate. Can we go for a monument, I guess? I mean, do you have a university? Yeah, I think so. So, go for a monument. A lot of places haven't been monuments. That's sort of the basis for culture, and I sort of forget that because it doesn't really, to me, sound like a cultural thing. Fuck off, Japanese catapults. I'm just gonna have to wait here. Just do nothing. I know America was asking for my cotton as charity, but I'm actually going to give these guys wine because I think I have plenty left. I'm going to hope that I have plenty left. Yeah, I still have loads of wine. How much wine exactly do I have? Like, do I have like a list of my luxury resources? What would it be? Resource list. Yeah, oh Jesus, okay, shit. Those are two of my allies fighting. America and the Ottomans are at war, shit. Okay, When it also has got whether it's an export or import, that's cool. So I'm exporting all of my salt. I'm exporting all of my cotton. Oh, this is weird. Okay, just a sec. Got all that. Yep. I'm exporting most of my marble. I'm actually importing the pearls. I'm exporting all my salt. Exporting some of my silk. Importing the spices. Okay, so now I can't really trade any more wine. That's fine, because no one really wants to buy wine anyway. I guess they've already got it from like other places that are less stingy about it. Where did you come from? For some reason a musketman's just appeared out of Star Stuff. Oh, did I just get gifted a unit? Oh, I must have. That's nice. Say if noise give me, I didn't even know that they existed. Oh, I guess they're a militaristic thing, so... And they're also my friend, apparently. So yeah. And also these guys apparently get a promotion upon being gifted. You're more likely to fight in rough terrain. Guys, can you just not fight? Because I don't want to have to pick sides between the Ottomans, the biggest military in the world, and the Americans who, as far as I can see, have done nothing wrong. Or I could just sort of say, yep, that's happening in the background, you're both still my ally. Like having children fighting, I don't know. Or your friends fighting, I don't know how social interaction works. Ooh, actually, better thing to end on, Tower of Pisa being built. Okay, now you can build your fucking road. And the Japanese passports are pissed off? Sure, whatever. Just a mountain in the middle of the sea for some reason. I guess you guys can go at Star Stuff. That's a good place for you to actually be strategically. Because it's kind of weak. It's just sort of disconnected, I guess. Now I have just a sort of scout around the coast of Australia. Let's see if we can see anything going on in this war. Oh, did I see some damage there? No, that's just influence. Okay, fuck off. Oh, New York is fucked. Oh god. Okay, so, yeah, do you mind just like fucking off? Shite. As soon as I can. No, like I've exported the other one. I'm sorry. We're sorry about this. Okay. Like, I get that we've been friends for some time, but like, just because I give wine to one guy doesn't mean that I'm the wine guy now. I kind of feel sorry for Japan. That's kind of me making up for the thing about taking Britain, because that was kind of, yeah, it would have been a natural place for them to expand, and now they've just sort of been forced to go in this little corner here. I mean, they've got Greece open there, like geographical Greece. Oh, I'm really worried about this war though. Like it's bad when your allies start
Architecture begins where engineering ends.
Yeah, that's great. Actually, a bunch of wonders will be great because we're kind of rolling in happiness and money, and that tends to be when it's good to build wonders. But you know, just a little bit worried about this, guys. You think you might? Well, that's interesting. They've got nutmeg. Doubt they're really on trading terms with the Indonesians. Thinking they might have taken an Indonesian city that had nutmeg in it. Yeah, they got Batam and Samson, which I think was also Indonesia. Oh, yeah, they're expanding. Okay, yep. Okay, guys. Is there any way that you're going to make peace? I mean, can you make peace with those guys? They're dead. I didn't know you were at war with Kiev. Oh, yeah, they've been taken. Oh, they've been taken by, yeah, Zulus. That'll be that. You don't want to make peace. Has no desire. Right, I think it's either 10 or 15 turns, they can go to peace. But by that point, they're going to have already steamrolled over Boston and possibly even Washington. Probably Philadelphia. I mean, they might have to fall back to Atlanta as their capital eventually. I mean, Ottomans are quite powerful when they are actually the ones actually declaring the war, because they've got the biggest military. Don't know what America's military looks like exactly, but I'm pretty sure it's not that great. That's pretty bad. Do we need money? Yeah, but build a monument here. Why not? Expand ship. Carol Land. Build a bank, I guess. Oh no, build an opera house. Opera houses are generally kind of cool. Okay, finally, gonna get a technology. I'm not gonna get it this episode. I'm gonna finish the episode as soon as the Tower of Pisa is built. Now, industrialization, scientific theory, or fertilizer are all pretty good. Factories, I don't actually know if I have any coal, because that actually reveals the coal. So, like, that's kind of taking a gamble on the fact I have to kind of rely on coal being on the map. Scientific theory, naturally, I think that's going to be a go-to option, because public schools are cool. And a bunch of science there, obviously, because it's scientific theory. 15 turns, gonna get that. Next episode, gonna be in the industrial area, definitely. See if Arabia's got any more cities hiding around here, because they're fucking prosperous, apparently. Oh yeah, I can also move through Brazil's territory, so that'll be a little bit easier to maneuver now. Okay, let's just see how this Ottoman thing goes. Just keep an eye on these guys. Indonesia's now China, Indonesia, Zulu's now, of course, the fucking Zulus may find with Indonesia, because I just like making friends with all the dicks. Are those lakes? Yeah, I kind of get confused because I haven't got the US-Canada line, and that tends to be how I think of maps, but like that obviously geographically isn't actually concrete. Yeah, these would be like Great Lakes. This Great Lake's actually going to be pretty good for protection of New York, unless they've gone that way. William of the threats to stability, give us 10 turns, okay? I want to at least be in this prosperity for a little bit longer, so I can at least enjoy that for a bit. Yep, okay. Bunch of people on board with war with William. I think I've got enough stuff now to actually do that thing. And also I've got enough money, and I'm rolling quite a lot of... Fuck off. That I can upgrade all those trebuchets to cannons, and then I can think... And also build a bunch of new units, because I've got a bunch of production. I don't have to spend that on pointless shit. Is anyone else still building courthouses? You stopped building your courthouse. You're the only one building courthouse now, which you're going to be building for, yeah, a little bit longer, but it's just how it goes. Oh, fuck off. Okay, hang on. Keep an eye on this. Oh, shit. No, New York's falling. New York is falling. I'm going to have to denounce the Ottomans. I don't have any other option, because now they're just being the expansionist dickholes, and only because they're my friend that they've managed to weasel their way into being my friend, have they managed to actually get New York. So, I'm going to have to denounce them. And that's going to piss a lot of people off. So, why do you have to be such expansionist dickholes? I realise how hypocritical I'm saying that now. But I'm expansionist dickholes against the dickholes.
It's a very old building.
Generation of great people in all cities up. 3 great person near the capital. Oh, I might just get into the industrial area this time if I go for a great scientist. Who should I go for? Great prophets are shit nowadays. Great artist, not going to be worthwhile. Great scientist, not going to be... Maybe. Great merchant, no. Great agent, no. Let's go for... Great scientist, yes. Okay. Well, we'll deal with what happens with that next time. Just want to see who it is. That's in the capital. James Clerk Maxwell, that's to do with magnetism and shit. I know my science. Oh, you can go there next turn. That's fine. Okay. I'm going to stop now before I get carried away, because this has been quite a long recording. Not my longest yet, but I've been silent quite a lot, I guess, so that works. That war with Ottomans in America really came out of nowhere, and it's really fucking worrying me. New York's going to fall. A couple... Boston could fall, Washington could fall. It's not, these aren't the best defended cities, and Ottoman's got pretty big military, and they're pretty determined by the looks of things. So unless they make peace quickly, after just New York falls, then I might have to denounce them just to get them to stop, or demand that they make peace once that's actually an option. But yeah, that protection thing really helped us get into happiness. That's not going to be a problem again for a really long time. We'll be in the industrial area next time. That ring road will probably be finished, and oh yeah, we've got a war going on with the Netherlands again, so we might be able to finally take Amsterdam and wipe out the Netherlands. All that next time. But anyway, I've been Firebolt, and this has been Civilization 5 Part 17. Bye.